Welcome to another episode of my Motortown playthrough. Today we start out up in the mountains at the 1100 rest area. We have a lot more cargo supply crates to deliver and fill up before returning them to the military base. So let's get going. I would like to make this the last episode where we deal with this particular cargo run. But we'll have to see about that. I hope there will be a huge reward in the end, which will bring us quite a bit closer to getting more vehicles, including the tow truck finally. I mean, honestly, I'm kinda also considering getting the second bus already, just making it one of those city buses so I can get a bit more passive income. But either would be good at this point. The tow truck is also quite profitable compared to other things like, especially the taxi. I mean, I always knew that taxi payout is not the greatest. It's alright, I would say, but stuff like this is definitely on a whole nother level. So I'll be doing a bit more taxi here and there when I find the time and the motivation for it. But when it comes to making money, there are a whole lot of other things to get into, including anything to do with semi-trucking. There are different supply chains to discover and yeah, also take care of. There are, well, different goods like liquids, raw wood that need a specific trailer, and also just general type of cargo that you can all put into a dry van trailer, including the boxes that I'm now transporting. But for that, I want to have my own semi. I think at this point, I would have the levels to actually at least rent one out, but actually buying one myself and then upgrading it to the max, seeing how much I can turn it into a bit of a race truck even. That's something that I'm really looking forward to, but it's gonna take quite a while. Right now we are really just trying to establish the bare minimum vehicles to do a lot of different jobs around the place. So it's all gonna be a bit of growing until we can do the really fun stuff. Right now the highest priority is trying to escape from the police, which I'm not exactly doing a great job at right now. And yeah, once we are in Gangyang, we might as well offload the cargo first and then go for repairs. I don't know if I can actually get the car into the repair shop as it is. I think it might be a bit high. And yeah, those boxes up there, they definitely have a hitbox, so it's not gonna be too easy fitting that into any height restricted area. Also, maybe what this car could really deal with or do with is a few better tires. I think it's most likely running on the cheapest ones available. I mean, the entire vehicle was dirt cheap, so nothing really to complain about here. Oh god. And yeah, while in this game the dirt is definitely slowing you down and having much less traction than in something like GTA, I still feel like it's usually a better idea to stay on dirt with the wheels once you get there and just try to move off that smoothly instead of having like a knee jerk reaction and spinning out the entire car or something. Gotta be careful. Oh yeah, also that cute little oil truck over there. I tried buying that once to get into some of milk and oil jobs. I mean, it works. It can also have a trailer, but in the end, compared to a semi with a long tanker trailer, it's definitely not doing too well. I wish it was at least a little bit quicker. That would have helped out quite a lot. But as it is there, it doesn't, or it didn't really do anything for me at the time. I think that's also one aspect that I wish would be used for making the small vehicles balance with the larger ones, just make the smaller ones a bit quicker. For the most part that's already the case, at least once you get to things like this one that just has the regular road going engines, or nothing like a semi-truck engine or a heavy duty engine. I mean, they are powerful, they have a lot of torque and everything, but they don't really ever reach too high a top speed. I completely screwed that up. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, that's not what I wanted to happen. This might be a bit of a problem. I'm gonna try fixing this real quick. So I want that crate and I want it to go up front there. Oh, bloody hell, this is not gonna be fun. Well, I guess I can do the next best thing. And we're just gonna do a bit of a restocking over here. Not really that I wanted to do this on camera, at least not at this point. But I just completely pulled off a wrong bit of cargo, and that may have screwed up a few things. So that's also oddly gate. So I'm now putting just the military crates, or the loaded one that is, at the bottom. Which is gonna be something for the long run, since we don't need to touch them anymore until we deliver everything. And yeah, no, what? Let me get the rest of the loaded boxes. That's definitely not the worst idea. So I guess it might save us time in the end here. I would have needed to do something like this once we reach the next location, or at the very latest the one after that. But getting the crates onto the getting the loaded ones at the bottom here, I mean, that needed to happen sooner or later. Just do it like that. Yep. I wish I didn't push these out to the side. The whole thing is a bit iffy. I don't get why the crate moved off to the left here from me pushing it in. But it kinda is what it is here. You know what, I might as well put this on top. Just as it's gonna be the last delivery here. And we are almost looking ready to go again, so this shouldn't be too much of an issue anymore. Come on, let me just put this one in. The other two on top, and then we should be ready to go. I mean, this could have been so much worse. I'm kind of getting used to the entire process again. So, yeah. As I mentioned before, I used to do this much more often, and now I'm just really a bit rusty when it comes to the entire process. But we are getting there. Oh yeah, and the van that I was talking about, that could be the upgrade for this kind of job. That's the one driving up in front of me. It's a really cool vehicle. It only... I don't know if it has a very small fuel tank or if it just drinks the fuel like nothing. But I very often have to refuel it. I remember it being very short on the kind of trips that you can make before needing to go towards the next gas station. Also, I think Gangyang is the only dealership that has that vehicle available. So at some point we're gonna come back here. But it's also gonna be at least a little while because, well, I'm still trying to get vehicles for all kinds of different jobs. And that would be strictly an upgrade to the kind of jobs that I can do already using this one over here. Oh god. Doing a slight drift and I already see my life flashing in front of my eyes. But at least it's not gonna get boring to drive anytime soon. Maybe I should invest into a turbocharger for this one right away. I mean, we are making money here. And it's definitely gonna profit from that, especially with us about to go onto the highway for the next little bit. So yeah, let me just pull over here. Go to one of our many racetracks workshops. I don't think that's gonna fit. Nope. Okay, let's remove the top crate. You only need to get towards that thing there, and that's alright. Parts, powertrain, turbocharger, stage 1 for 10k. I think we're gonna be looking pretty good here. So let me just get the crate loaded again and then we'll get going on the highway. Definitely gonna be a bit quicker now with additional power from the charger. I hope we won't be maxing out the top speed here, but we'll have to see about that. I don't think a 6-speed drive is gonna be the right one for this vehicle. I would rather then have to pick another... Oh god, it's already going away here. Oh, alright. I would rather adjust the final drive ratio. Okay, this can definitely do 150, so that's not too shabby. I'm more afraid about it overheating at this point or me losing control, because that's kind of what I've been doing the entire time I was driving this thing. Oh god. Bit of a turn. Maybe go back to our side of the highway. I think that might be beneficial for at least midterm survival. Yeah, this thing it's fun, it's small, it's very nimble, but it's really not made for the stuff that I'm putting it through, and this is only still with one of the cheaper, weaker engines. Imagine if I was to put a V8 into this, it would be undrivable, even more so than it is already. We're definitely going up with the top speed. And also with the engine heat, I don't know if I've shown too much about how the overheating works, but yeah, that's the reason why I'm putting better radiators into all of the engines immediately. Oh, this is not going to be too much fun. So if I had another gear available, I would now downshift, or more like upshift to be in lower RPM range, since that helps out with cooling, but as it is right now, Yeah, this is apparently going to be our trip now. Once I go a bit too fast, it's gonna start overheating and now also damage the chassis a bit too much. But thankfully they already moved Anson Island over a bit closer, and also this one, I think it used to be further away than what we have here now. So the trips aren't really that bad anymore. But yeah, once we get to this island proper, once there maybe also is a bit more to do over here, there's gonna be a few long trips. I think it's mostly gonna be semi-trucking. Once I get a truck and have it set up to at least some degree, I'll check out what's available to do over here. But for right now, I'll just do the occasional short trip, and eventually we will go into this area a bit deeper and really go exploring. Although I kinda also want to show you guys what it's looking like right now, because there's always the chance that we'll get another update to it, and then I would be I would like to show you guys the differences and not just be able to say, okay, this didn't used to be here, but also have shown you the before we get the after. Oh, that almost flipped me. Also burning through a bit of... God dang it. It was once again the wrong button. But that's alright. Definitely want to grab the top one. We can put it up to the back now. So I'll just drop that one up here. Okay, I'll just leave it there and get the other two. And yeah, these ones go for 4K. Whether or not that's worth it, some people say it is, but I think it also highly depends on how many boxes you get. And compared to what you get for the boxes at the more close by locations, I think it's a bit of a hard sell for me. Then again, overall these things are arguably overpowered with how much they pay out, so I'd rather not complain too much about this kind of thing. Like, these are really amazing payouts for what you have to do here, so having one that's maybe slightly... I can't believe it worked. Let me... Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing it like that. Let's try and put it back up there. Maybe I'll need to undo both of these and just push them a bit further up ahead. I think that should be working out now. Yep. Also, that entire kerfuffle allowed the engine to cool down a bit. I think I'll go for a quick refuel over here. Oh. Also, one fun thing about this vehicle is I may be crashing it a lot and all of that, but because it's such a cheap vehicle, all the repairs are also quite cheap unless I really put in some very expensive parts. I shouldn't be having too many issues here. But yeah, theoretically I could even turn this into quite the little racer. This needs a bit more love and parts. I think I should really try getting better wheels. I think that might really help me out with not crashing it quite as often. Having a bit more control. Oh god. So yeah, stuff like that I don't want to do all the time. And we're now off to the last drop-off location. 3 kilometers away, but it shouldn't be that much longer. It's a rather straightforward connection here. I mean, a bit of a curve going the wrong direction, but it's fine. It's gonna bounce. It's gonna bounce back at some point. Also, I think the stuff on the marker on the bottom left now is the military base, which is still 10 kilometers away, but most of it is very straightforward and fast roads. So that should be easy enough to deal with. And it's just less than 5 kilometers on the for the straight line. And yeah, I'll definitely be installing a different final drive ratio at some point. I'm even higher than the bus here. So yeah, if I need more money in the near future, this is something that I can continue doing, but again, I do not want to overdo it. We'll have to see how I balance this out. I might need to get another loan soon enough. Just to be able to afford a new vehicle as well. And I think it would be smarter to go for the tow truck soon enough, but I kinda want to go for a bus first. Building up that company would really help me in the long run. But right now it would also very much slow down what I can do at any given point. Okay, last crate. And where we can see how fast it processes. And there we have it. 3.7K. And now let's bring it all home. Shouldn't be too long of a trip. Unless I keep slipping like this. Let's just try and stay in front of all of those idiots. Okay. I think that's a police car. Yep. Well, if I was to abide the law, I definitely wouldn't have installed the turbocharger. So, I paid for that, I'm gonna use it. No matter what the speed limit tells me. And yeah, as long as you can keep the vehicle under control, it's actually very easy to escape the police with this one. Which isn't exactly what you always would expect from such a little delivery truck as this one, but yeah, it does it. As long as we can stay out of sight of the police right now, we should be able to escape them. I just thought to myself that, yeah, usually the game just spawns another police car right in front of you once you get low on the wanted level, so this is gonna be a bit of an issue. Hey, at least it's not GTA. I can drive towards a military base now without getting shot by assault rifles. I don't have to fear anything like that. The military just wants its supplies and it's gonna leave me be. And there's another police car. Also, my engine is overheating again. That's great. Okay, let's drift this. Oof! God! Did you see how that guy just tried to close the door on me? Like, that was a maneuver for certain. Okay. We might be in the clear now. I shouldn't say anything about that, but I have a good feeling. This is not one of the main roads. The game rarely even suggests anybody take this one. I think it would rather stay me on the other one and then go towards the terminal before turning in towards the military base, so we should be fine here. I just hope that no other police vehicle just so happens to come past here. Also, just looking at the amount of skid marks I'm leaving behind, I don't think any of the higher level tire compound would be standing a chance for too long here. But yeah, we are here. Back at the base without any wanted level, nothing ever happened. So let's now check how much money we are going to make from this trip. That wasn't all of them. That was all of them. 56k, we are pretty much back to where we were before I started doing the entire thing. But that was also before starting to buy the trailer first, then this vehicle, all of the upgrades and all of that, so that is a decent amount of profit. And the cool thing is, now that we have the vehicle, once I do a few more trips, I think I might need to limit this to maybe one more trip or something, which I'll of course be doing off screen now. I don't think I need 3 more episodes of this kind of stuff, of exactly what we've done until this point. But yeah, once I do all that thing, all those things, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna work out. We're gonna have a few more additions to our company real soon. But yeah, I think first one will be better tires for this vehicle. It's really not going too well otherwise. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video. I'll just be applying a few more upgrades to this little vehicle and we'll see how it's gonna go afterwards. I think in the next episode I'll have something else that I'll be doing. Most likely tow trucking at this point, fingers crossed. I won't be making any promises. I tried to do that, but other things came up that had a bit more higher priority. But with stuff like this, I think it should be obvious why this is a good type of business to get into. Anyways, that's gonna be it from my end. Thanks for watching, see you next time, and have a good one. Bye bye.